Well, Eddie, how was Portugal?
We had probably one of the best training weeks we've had as a team. We did a lot of physical work early in the week, a lot of base, running, wrestling, some lifting, and then we did some tactical work for a day and a half, and then we had a really good hit out on the Friday. So I was pleased the way the players finished the week. Physically they were better than when they came in, and mentally I think a little bit refreshed.
Who are you looking at in that squad that seems to be really up to speed at the minute?
Well, there's any number of players. George Ford and Owen Farrell looking great. Fettel, Benny Youngs, Danny Kerr, both looking sharp. And then you got the men up front, Mako, Dylan, Coley, Jamie George, Harry Williams have all come in really well.
You've retained Mike Brown and Chris Robshaw. How are they looking with regards to fitness for selection this week?
Yeah, they did a return to play yesterday and both came through really well, so they're both eligible for selection.
You've got 8 uncapped players still in the squad going into this week. How competitive is perhaps the front row area? You've got the likes of Lewis Boyce, Tom Dunn, Alec Hepburn in there. How are they looking?
Yeah, they're all competing for a spot, and they've done really well. Alex and Lewis are both new to Test rugby, but both had a really good first week.
And in the back row, there's an argument from some, I think, to say, well, you've seen Sam Simmons start in a number 8 shirt, so is Italy an opportunity to see someone like Zach Mercer? I mean, either way, they could each get a certain amount of minutes on the field. How's Zach gone particularly?
Well, we have a very strict selection policy, and that's to pick the best 23 for each game, so we won't be going away from that. If Zach's the best number 8, we'll certainly give him some time.
Yeah, how's he gone in training?
Really well. He's got a bit of a chest infection at the moment, but he's done really well. He's a good young player and certainly got a lot of potential.
On the team's journey to World Cup 2019, are there sort of metaphorical stops along the way that you need to see this team doing? For example, now 18 months away, whether it's a percentage of set-piece success, discipline, that sort of thing?
We don't really look at it like that, to be honest, but we look at it that we've got to get better all the time. And it's never a straight line. Life doesn't work like that, so you have little ups and downs, but the important thing is that the direction's in the right way.
And you seem a focused, pragmatic coach with the Six Nations and the fanfare that comes around it. You've got players in the squad that have obviously done it quite a few times before, a plethora of England fans that can't wait for the tournament to get underway. Is your job, how do you cope with sort of having to deal with that outside fanfare with players that perhaps need it kept fresh?
Well, we don't need to keep it fresh because it's an exciting tournament to play in. If you can't get excited about playing in it, you shouldn't be in the squad. So we've selected the squad on the basis that they are excited. It's a great opportunity to play for England in front of 82,000 people at Twickenham. There's nothing more exciting than that.
And finally, is it a tournament that you've seen more excitement about, you've understood more excitement about the more you've been involved with England and up here?
Look, it was as a young kid I always admired the Five Nations as it was back then, but certainly being involved now, you're humbled and honoured to be part of it because it's such a traditional part of world rugby, and the intensiveness of the contest is fantastic.